49ers knock out defending champs Eagles. Set up rematch versus Seahawks. Philadelphia. Jauan Jennings hid his eyes behind sunglasses, but could not hide his emotions with the San Francisco 49ers, set play an NFC postseason rubber match in Seattle. The 49ers wideout-turned-backup quarterback slammed his fist on the table and essentially told the Seahawks to bring it on. He leaned into the microphone and yelled, "Can't wait," before he walked off with a knowing smile that perhaps the best for San Francisco was yet to come. The 49ers are in for a playoff treat, thanks in large part to a pretty neat trick pulled off by Jennings. Brock Purdy threw a go-ahead 4-yard touchdown pass to Christian McCaffrey late in the fourth quarter. San Francisco used a trick play on a TD toss from Jennings to McCaffrey, and the 49ers eliminated the defending Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles with a 23-19 wild-card victory Sunday. "We went to the Super Bowl," Jennings said, "so we got to top that." Maybe if the Eagles watched that 49ers Super Bowl loss to Kansas City after the 2023 season, they wouldn't have been so caught by surprise by the play. A former high school quarterback, Jennings threw a TD pass on a similar play in the Super Bowl, and this one to McCaffrey put him on a list with Purdy, Joe Montana, and Steve Young as 49ers QBs who have thrown for multiple career touchdowns in the postseason. How's that for heady company? The play was called Sky Bang Reverse Pass, in honor of wide receiver Sky Moore, and the double reverse was suggested by offensive coordinator Clay Kubiak. "It was a hell of a suggestion," Coach Kyle Shanahan said. "The not-so-Philly special was quite a way to put a dagger in the Super Bowl champ season." The 49ers head to top-seeded Seattle for an NFC divisional playoff game at 5 p.m. Saturday. The NFC West rivals split the season series. BetMGM put the Seahawks as early 6.5-point favorites. Purdy threw for 262 yards and got the road win in Philadelphia. He failed to get 3 seasons ago when he was injured in a dismal outing to lose the NFC title game. Purdy had 2 passes intercepted in this one by All-Pro cornerback Quinyon Mitchell, but the Eagles scored just 3 points off the turnovers. The 49ers could head to Seattle without star tight and George Kittle, who was carted off the field with a right Achilles tendon injury late in the first half. Texans 30, Steelers 6. Pittsburgh. Sheldon Rankins is well-versed in the Houston Texans' nondescript playoff history. The veteran defensive tackle is hell-bent on writing a different ending this time, and he's hardly alone. The NFL's best defense is eager to prove it a unit capable of winning a championship. So far, so dominant and so good. Rankins returned a fumble by Aaron Rodgers 33 yards for a touchdown early in the fourth quarter to break open a tight game. And the Texans beat the Pittsburgh Steelers 30-6 on Monday night for the first road playoff win in franchise history. "We're here for it all," Rankins said after Houston, 13-5, won its 10th straight game. "I won't sugarcoat it, won't dance around that topic. We're here for the whole thing." The next step comes Sunday at New England, 15-3. Where the Texans will try to reach the AFC Championship game for the first time. If Houston can replicate what it did at Chili Acrisure Stadium, it might get there. The Texans limited Pittsburgh 10-8 to 175 total yards, including 81 in the second half. Coach DeMeco Ryans called it the best defensive performance in the franchise's 24-year history. "Every time we go out there, we show we're the best," said Houston cornerback Kalen Bullock, who picked off what might be the final pass of Rodgers' Hall of Fame career and raced 50 yards to the final score. "We went out there and showed it today." I don't think they even scored a touchdown. No, they didn't. The Steelers managed just a pair of first-half field goals by Chris Boswell to lose at home on a Monday night for the first time since 1991. Pittsburgh and coach Mike Tomlin have now dropped 7 straight playoff games, with Tomlin tying former Bengals coach Marvin Lewis for the longest postseason losing skid in NFL history. Bills 27, Jaguars 24. Jacksonville, Florida. Josh Allen took a pounding, doled out punishment, and delivered Buffalo its first road playoff victory in more than 3 decades with a win over Jacksonville in the AFC's wild-card opener Sunday. With linebacker Devin Lloyd bearing down on him, Allen found Brandon Cooks for 36 yards just before the 2-minute warning, and then capped the go-ahead drive with a 1-yard touchdown run in which Jacksonville let him score. On the play before his score, Allen gained 10 yards on a sneak, refusing to go down while being pushed and pulled to the goal line. Focused on getting rid of the ball quickly and negating Jacksonville's pass rush most of the game, Allen completed 28 of 35 passes for 273 yards and a touchdown. He ran for 2 scores, was sacked just once, and played turnover-free football. It was necessary considering NFL rushing leader James Cook was mostly bottled up, finishing with 46 yards on 15 carries. Buffalo, 13-5, intercepted a deflected pass on Jacksonville's final drive to seal the victory. The Jaguars, 13-5, took the lead with 4:03 to play, but couldn't hold it against Allen. The Bills had been 0-5 on the road in the playoffs under coach Sean McDermott, starting with a 10-3 loss at Jacksonville in the 2017 wildcard round. The Bills had dropped 8 consecutive postseason games on the road since winning at Miami in the 1992 AFC Championship game. It had been the NFL's second longest active road playoff skid. Patriots 16, Chargers 3. Foxborough, Massachusetts. Drake made through a touchdown pass to Hunter Henry in the fourth quarter, and New England's defense roughed up Justin Herbert as the Patriots beat Los Angeles in an AFC wildcard playoff game Sunday. Andy Borgales kicked 3 field goals for the Patriots, who won a playoff game for the first time since their Super Bowl victory to cap the 2018 season. They'll host Houston in the divisional round at noon Pacific Time Sunday. In his first career playoff game, May completed 17 of 29 passes for 268 yards and ran for a team-high 66 yards. He also threw an interception to former Washington State linebacker Daiyan Henley and lost a fumble. But the Chargers couldn't capitalize on those turnovers. New England held the Chargers to 207 yards of offense and sacked Herbert 6 times, with one of those resulting in a lost fumble that set up the Patriots' TD.